Eto mga ka-GP Natics, usapan na naman po ng, siyempre, pag-usapan muna natin ito. Kung Sandro Marcos nagsalita na, binanatan ang kontra-impeachment, mga kababayan. Aba, dito alam naman po natin, kahapon nagulat ang lahat dahil sabi nila na nagising ang baby cub, ang tiger cub. 'Di ba? Mga kababayan, baby na cub pa, no? Nagising ang tiger cub. Nagsalita na at nakita po natin na talagang tahasan. Number 1 po, unang-unang pumirma to impeach Sara Duterte. At ito po ang kanyang sinasabi against po doon sa mga kontra-impeachment, mga kababayan. Ala, yan ang sabi ko eh. Teka lang ha. Yung internet natin sumasablay eh. Mukhang ayaw tayo anuhin eh. Easy. Ganda pa naman itong statement ni Kong Sandro.
To my fellow workers in government, good morning to you all. Today, as we stand together under the symbol of our nation, and as we start another busy week, let us take a moment to reflect on what it truly means to be public servants. In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. These simple yet profound words remind us that our chosen path is not one of privilege, but of purpose. More than just a job, public service is a lifelong commitment. It is about dedicating ourselves to something bigger than ourselves, the well-being of our communities, the progress of our nation, and the dignity of every Filipino. In our respective spheres of influence, we measure success not by what we achieve for ourselves, but by the positive impact we make on the lives of others. It is not always easy. There are days of great challenge, times of doubt, and moments when the weight of responsibility can feel overwhelming. But it is in these moments that we are called to be stronger, to remain steadfast, and to remember why we are here, to make a difference, to ensure that every Filipino, regardless of status or circumstance, can enjoy a better and more fulfilling life. Sacrifice comes with the territory. Dedication is non-negotiable. But the rewards are unlike any other. When we see children in our communities given the chance to go to school, when farmers gain access to resources they need, when the vulnerable feel protected and heard, that is when we realize that what we do and fight for truly matters. At the heart of public service is the commitment to uphold justice and fairness for all. Our former president, President Ferdinand Edre.
Teka lang, Ma'am Arlene Villamor, wag mo naman ikumpara yung mga Duterte. Kawawa naman, may napapahiya dyan, si Rene Atual. Walang-wala yung mga Duterte, hindi kaya magsalita ng ganyan. Kasi yung mga Duterte ang alam lang pagmumura o kininama.
Marcos once envisioned a government that serves as the guardian of the law's majesty, the source of justice to the weak and solace to the underprivileged, a ready friend and protector of the common man, and a sensitive instrument of his advancement and not captivity. This remains as true today as it was then. Our role is to be the bridge that connects the government to the people, ensuring that justice is not just a concept, but a lived reality.
Yun, mga kababayan. Ensuring that justice is not just a concept, but is a reality. Di ba? Kaya nyo ba yun, mga Duterte? Ang alam nyo lang naman putang ina. Di ba? Wala na kayong ibang masabi kundi puro ganun Kaya nyo ba yung mga ganito? Yung may thoughts, yung may laman. Di ba? Hindi yung puta puro mura. Pati ako napapamura dito
For those who need it most. The privilege of serving the public comes with a profound responsibility to listen, to understand, and to act. Our role is not merely to speak, but to ensure that the voices of the unheard are amplified and addressed. Every bill we propose,
Okay. May sinasabi pa siya dito, voice of the unheard, mga kababayan. Yung mga tao na maliliit, na hindi naririnig. Kumbaga, eto mga taong ito yung naghahanap ng mga hustisya. 'Di ba? Na sila po ay naging biktima ng panahon ni Digong. O kahit sabihin na natin hindi panahon ni Digong, yung mga nabiktima na hindi nabigyan ng hustisya. Mga kababayan, ngayon, yung mga taong kumbaga para sa atin, dito na lang kay BP Sara pag-usapan, wag na tayong lumayo. Sino ba ang naririnig natin palagi? Yung may mga nasa kapangyarihan. Pero kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa kanyang administrasyon, mga ka-GP Natics, ang lahat po ay napapakinggan. Kahit na maliit na tao ka, kita mo ngayon. 'Di ba? Sabi ni Pangulo, kaibigan, kalaban, dapat managot. Pag ikaw ay may kasalanan, dapat kang managot. Hindi pwedeng, pag ikaw may kasalanan, dahil kaibigan ka, poprotektahan ka. Hindi ganon. 'Di ba? Iba ngayon, iba noon. Ang laking pagkakaiba. Kaya yung mga iyakin dyan, Rene Tuwal, umiyak ka na lang ng umiyak. Anong sinasabi mo na puputok ang butsi ko? Baka kayo ang pumuputok ang butsi. Ha? Hindi nga ako nagagalit dito eh. Yung mura ko kanina, expression ko lang yon. Kasi wala kayo nun.
every law we pass, every reform we champion must be grounded in the principle that governance exists not to rule, but to uplift. Public service is a constant balancing act between tradition and progress, authority and accountability. Leadership demands both conviction and adaptability, ensuring that decisions are guided by wisdom, not impulse. We must be strong enough to make tough decisions, yet humble enough to recognize when we need to listen and learn. Only through this balance can we create a government that is truly responsive to the needs of the people. We must remember that as public servants, we are nation builders. The work we do today shapes the lives of generations to come. Every law we pass, every reform we introduce, every initiative we push forward has the potential to shape futures, uplift families, and transform communities. This is why our efforts must always be anchored in genuine service, in a leadership that prioritizes progress over politics, and in a governance that ensures no Filipino is left behind. And in this journey of service, we do not walk alone. We are surrounded by fellow leaders, colleagues, and government workers who share the same vision: to see a Philippines that is just, progressive, and full of opportunity for all. Let us always draw strength from one another, inspire those around us, and work hand in hand to turn our collective aspirations into reality. My dear colleagues in the House of Representatives, as we raise our flag today, may it serve as a powerful reminder of the responsibility we carry to rise above personal ambition and dedicate our time, energy, and purpose to the service of our nation.
Alam nyo mga ka-GP Natics, isa lang na napansin ko ha. Eto late na natin ikinontent itong statement na to or privilege speech ni Kong Sandro Marcos. But then again, I still remember mga kababayan yung binitawang salita po nitong si E.S. Bersamin that they are not going to withhold or they are not going to tawag dito, hindi nila harangan yung gagawing impeachment dito kay Sara Duterte. And sabay halos sila. Kasi February 3, yung privilege speech, February 3 din, yung ginawa ni E.S. Bersamin. Parang kumbaga sa akin nagko-corroborate mga kababayan. Parang sinasabi dito ni Congressman Marcos in front of the Philippine flag, sinasabi nito na dapat tayo bilang isang mambabatas, diba, dapat gampanan natin ang ating tungkulin, dapat gawin natin ang nararapat, at tayo mahalin natin kahit yung mga maliliit, kilalanin natin, maging equal tayo sa bawat isa, maging equal tayo sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin. At kapag may kasalanan, tama, maging accountable, dapat panagutin, dapat parusahan.
Let us immerse ourselves in the work that truly matters. For in
Patrick
losing
Lopez.
ourselves in service, we discover the best version of who we are. Stewards of the people, agents of meaningful change, and bearers of hope for generations to come. Maraming salamat, and may we always find our strength in our service to the Filipino people. Mabuhay ang 19th Congress, mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
Yun, napakagaling ng privilege speech. Nakakahanga mga kababayan. Kasi bakit ko sinasabing nakakahanga? Ito kasi yung makukuhanan mo ng aral to inspire the younger generation, 'di ba? Na pwedeng pumalit sa mga pinuno natin ng bansa natin like Sandro Marcos. Sabi ninyo kanina, gusto siyang maging future president, mga ka-GP Natics. Sana patuloy-tuloy yung gawin natin. Tama. Bakit ko hinahangaan si Kong Sandro? Hindi lang dahil sa magaling magsalita, hindi lang dahil sa napaka-fluent, hindi lang dahil sabihin natin itong mga taong ito ay magagalang, mababait kasi nakasama na namin 'yan, 'di ba? Pero mga ka-GP Natics, ang isa sa maganda dito, talagang mapagmahal po sa magulang, mapagmahal po sa kanyang pamilya, 'di ba? At hindi po ito yung taong kaya niyong paikutin. Hindi rin po ito yung tao na kapag mali ang isang tao ay kakampihan pa. Bakit? Remember, nagkamali si Sandro Marcos dati. Saan? Nung panahon po na ipinagtanggol niya si BP Sara doon sa unang-unang budget. Nung kauupo pa lang ni Sara way back 2022. 'Di ba? Nung budget deliberation din. Ang ginawa ni Sandro Marcos, mga kababayan, ay pinatayan ng mikropono itong sila Franz Castro, 'di ba? Pero mga kababayan, hindi siya nanatili doon sa pagiging ganon. Inayos niya, 'di ba? Kumbaga, ngayon ipinapakita niya, hey, mali ka. Sara Duterte, isa yung ginagawa sa iyong mga paratang at sa iyong mga statement na gusto mong patayin yung pamilya ko, yung president, yung first lady, at yung speaker of the house. Diba? At nakikita natin, hindi man direktahan na sinasabi niya yon, but then again, mga kababayan, sabi nga nila, action speaks louder than words. Diba? Yung mga galawan ni Sandro Marcos, simple. Pero rock. 'Di ba? Nakita natin, hindi kailangan magdadakdak. Kilos lang, galaw lang, simple lang. Oh, pero may dating. 'Di ba? Patrick Lopez, nobody's perfect, sabi niya ganun. Tama naman. At nung panahon na 'yon, masasabi natin na applicable pa yung sinasabi nila or sinasabi ni Marcoleta na old tradition, 'di ba? Kung wala kasi wala pa namang problema noon si BP Sara Pero nung nalaman na meron ng mga irregularities, meron ng mga disallowance, alangan naman, papayag ka ba na hindi tanungin yung isang tao na gusto mo malaman kung ano yung mga nangyari, saan ginastos at saan gagastosin yung budget? 'Di ba? Tanyo, ako sa totoo lang mga kababayan, kung pwede nga lang si Sandro Marcos na kaagad ang maging presidente natin 2028, kaya lang hindi pa. 2034 pa itong si Kong Sandro Marcos. Pero tumatagos po talaga, 'di ba? Sa ating mga puso, sa ating mga isipan ang kanyang mga binitawan na hindi po kayang bitawang salita ito or statement ng mga Duterte. Kahit si Digong, kahit na itong si Sara, kita nyo naman mga kababayan, itong si Sara pag nagpa-interview, anong ginagawa? Pag nagkamali, take 2! Take 2. Moira Singson, shoutout po. Lipat naman tayo mga kababayan. Kahapon po, naging controversial